Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm trying a different type of video. So usually when I do my next Currently Inked, I kind of go back and talk about what I liked and what I didn't like. And for the month previous, I'm going to make that a separate video. And for today, I'll be looking at August. I'll move that one out of the way. So I'm calling it my August Over-Analysis because I think about this stuff so much. So I've broken it up into 4 categories, and I'm just going to say what I learnt, what I loathed, what I didn't like, what I loved, and what I'm looking forward to. The other thing that I started in August is using this Midori Diamond Memo, the 7-section one, which works for me, 7 days of the week, is started going through and just noting for that day what pen and ink combo I used. Sometimes I do journal twice today, but I just went with the first one. And I think what I want to do moving forward is maybe use that same pen. Who knows? But pretty self-explanatory. Start of the week, end of the week. I'm not going to do stats for August because I didn't use this for the whole month. So from September, what I'd love to do is go, okay, so I used the pens by Casey 3 times for journaling. Now, I do use my pens for other things, but I find when I'm journaling, I really do look like I'm drawn to a specific pen. I don't know if there's more of like an emotional tie to it. So that's why I'm kind of interested in that data. But I'll just show you the first couple of pages. I have journaled a lot in August. It's been a pretty hard month. So I've been definitely seeking, whether it's comfort, reflection, analysis, whatever, in my journal. So I'll just show you what I've done so far. And I'm just writing the pen and the ink. That's week 2. So, you know, I could use these. Sometimes I use them twice. The 3rd week. And that's it. So I didn't use it all. And I am going to re-ink for September actually a bit early because I've gotten to a point where I've written the stuff that I haven't written dry. I'm having some issues with, except this one, but I wanted to write this last bit in this, and that's why I left a little bit of ink in there. So this has been great, like a lot of fun to use, and just an interesting way to track my ink and pen usage, and they're really cheap, these ones as well. I think they're really good value, and it's Midori paper, so that's something a bit different. I'll show you what my Currently Inked was for August. So my frame. So for August, I started off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pens inked. I wrote dry Momboto's hat. I wrote dry Pens by Casey. I wrote dry my Mahjong with ginger chicken. And basically wrote dry my Twisby Eco, and then I've got a little bit left in this. I refilled my Jinhao 82 with Birmingham Pen Company's Waterfront Dusk, which I really liked, and it's going to, not the pen, but the ink's going to carry over into September. I'm having so many issues with my Le Bon. I cleaned it again. I took the Merlot out. Someone on YouTube recommended moving to a non-orange or red ink because they can get gunky. So I tried Konpeki in it, still having so many issues. So that one's a work in progress. And then the other ones that I didn't finish kind of come into this. So my Traveller's Company brass fountain pen had Troublemaker ink kelp tea, and before that I just had the black cartridge. I have actually inked up my pens for September. I've just really haven't started writing, just testing them. And something that I've learned through August, and then the ink that I've chosen for September, is that my Traveller's Pen Company loves saturated inks. The kelp tea felt so dry in there, and it was like almost hard to write with. It just did not like, the pen did not like writing with an unsaturated ink. And the different experiences I've had, like the black cartridge, it wrote amazingly. So what I've learnt is that my my Travelers Company brass, which is fine. It prefers a saturated ink. What I loathed. Now, loathed is a strong word. I get that, but I like the alliteration. And this might be controversial, but this is the Opus 88. It's a medium nib. It has Troublemaker, Milky Ocean in it, and it just was so unenjoyable to write with. Simone did let me know that Milky Ocean is a really dry ink, and I went, yep, I thought a medium nib would be okay, but for this month, I really didn't enjoy writing with Milky Ocean. I have maybe like half a mil of a sample left, and you can see like there's quite a bit left in there because I just did not enjoy writing with it at all. So now this is not also meant to be a like pile-on of Troublemaker. It just so happened that that was my experience with the two Troublemaker inks that I used. I said before, I have around half a mil left, thinking about maybe trying it in my Jinhao 82 with my Goulet pen nib, because that's fast becoming like my wettest pen and it's got a bit of bounce, so I can test it out a little bit. But this, unfortunately, was just really not an enjoyable experience. What I loved, this is why I wanted some ink in this to write this video. I loved writing with this pen. I love this combination. So this is the Pilot E95S, the 14K fine nib, and it's inked with Diamine Safari. It was an absolute pleasure to write with every time. It was just beautiful, and I really, really like the color. So I loved E95S. I only have a tiny sample of Diamine Safari, but I think I was saying in my, I don't know where, but I've been a bit hit and miss with greens, and this I absolutely love, that kind of greeny brown. It's just been so amazing to write with. So I will write this dry, whether I use it for note taking or anything else. I don't want to waste any of the ink in here, but this by far was my favorite for the month. And then finally, looking forward to, so if you looked at my August Inky Thoughts video, and I put a bit of a post up on my Ko-Fi account as well, I've been toying up of using a theme for September, and I am looking forward to, I'm going to go out of my comfort zone. So I'm looking forward to exploring some bold colours. Bold, and I'll write and or saturated inks in September. August for me, it was a bit hit and miss, to be honest. Like some pens, it was an absolute joy picking up and writing with, and then others, like this one, like the Travelers Company, it really wasn't enjoyable, which is a pity. Like it's not, it's not a nice feeling, I guess. And then you're not drawn to use the pens. I can hear that I'm a bit nasally. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting sick again. What I will say is, where is this guy? This pen is just a mystery to me. I've cleaned it, and I can't remove the nib. I don't want to break it, and even with like a bit of rubber, I can't work it out. But it just keeps getting gunky. Even though I clean it, I don't have an ultrasonic cleaner, but I feel that's almost what it needs, or whether I let it soak. But it's like so close. Like you can feel its potential, but whenever you start writing with it, it just has this grittiness to it. And I just can't work out. Like I don't actually think anything's wrong with the pen or the nib, but there's just something there that is a bit NQR. And it's disappointing. I bought this pen secondhand. I really love the look of it. Having a Le Bon Rosa has been on my list for so long, and I just wanted to fall in love with this pen so much, and thus far I haven't. Not going to give up yet. I thought maybe, no, I just noticed it looks like there's some gunk in the cap. So maybe I'll give the cap a bit of a clean. I thought about maybe taking it to the next time I can get to Melbourne pen meetup, because there's people there with lots and lots of knowledge. But yeah, this is just a mystery. I didn't put it in the loathed because once I can get it writing, it's beautiful, and I still love the pen, but there's just something, yeah, I'm just missing something. So let me know what you thought of this video. I've kept this one shorter, on the shorter side, because it's new. I'm still kind of testing out. I didn't know if you'd be interested in. If you are, let me know in the comments below. Would you like it to be longer? Do you want me to go into more detail, or do you kind of like it just as like a short snapshot? The only thing that I'd be trying to add in September is looking at a little bit of data from here, because I can kind of collate how many times I chose certain pens for journaling. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am literally going to film my currently inked right after this. I need to work out which one comes out first, but if this one comes out first, stay tuned for a currently inked around the corner. Or if you've watched my currently inked first, thanks for coming and listening to my August over-analysis. All right, guys, I will chat to you soon. Bye.